Coming close in the Wanamaker mile, how are you feeling about the race?
I'm really happy about it. I won here in high school, came back in college, ran terrible, came back when I was a pro, ran terrible, was beat up last year, so I rabbited and that went well, but it was still a DNF on paper. And it's just something, I always put way too much pressure on myself here because I live 10 miles away from here. We Ubered here yesterday, so it's home. Like, this is actually home as I run around the track. Yeah, they're the high school coaches that I used to compete against. The kids I used to compete against now coaching the high schools, and family and friends back in the stands. So I put a lot of pressure on myself, and just the fact that I was able to deal with it really well, I think is a bigger mental breakthrough for me than anything that maybe this physically indicates.
With 200 to go, I mean, were you thinking, I got this, what's going through your mind?
With about 250 to go, I said, I feel good, and I know I'll regret it if I wait. Especially indoors, it's really tough to get around someone. And so I said, you know what, I'll try and jump the gun a little bit, see if I can get around the track and hold on. Maybe if it was a 1500, I would have been able to hold on a little bit better, but happy with it. I went for it. I think I made it an exciting final 400. And yeah, 354. I've done that a few times now. Still waiting for the big breakthrough, but hopefully outdoors.
How was that buzz with the left to go when you hit the front? Because it got loud out there.
Yeah, you can hear my mom screaming. I mean, it was awesome. It was an adrenaline rush for sure. And that's kind of, I was waiting for Robbie to pop up on me knowing him. And that's the way I won it in high school at the Garden. And I was thinking maybe that's the way to do it again, but it didn't happen next year.
You got to explain yourself. The picture you sent out last night, you said back half.
I know.
And you and Jenkins go 1-2. What's up?
I know, we really screwed it up. But a big shout out to Buca de Pepo. They fed us well, and we did all right. And I think Charles was right there as well. Colby was right there, so we were actually running out about the top half of the field. Yeah.
Do you have any more races coming up?
We're doing a 4x-mile at the Armory next weekend, trying to get the world record. That'll be a Hoka and JNY team.
What's the world record?
I believe it's 16:16. I'd like to think that with us soloing it, I think we can hopefully scare sub 16. And we talk about it all the time, especially after this last summer, was hopefully going for the real outdoor record at some point this year because of the crew milers that Hoka and JNY has now.
Yeah, who else is going to be on that relay with?
Colby Alexander, who ran, I think, 355 today. Ford Palmer, who ran 358 last weekend and rabbited today. And then probably Don Cabral, who ran 401 a week or two ago to win here. So,
have you done anything different? I mean, you've been mostly healthy recently. Have you done anything to sort of stay healthy? Because I know the last couple of years that might
way more religious about rope stretching than I've ever been. And I make sure not to get lazy on getting a massage and body work done. And then mostly I think it's just listening to my body. In the past, I hated taking down weeks. I just always want to keep training harder. And now I force myself to drop my mileage every third week or so. And hopefully that leads to some more longevity each year.
Yeah.
Now, what would it mean to you to win a high school?